Guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since the last video and I'm super sorry about that. I'm going to try and be more consistent with the upload schedule. So for this next video, we are finally getting into what I really wanted to do with the channel, which is book reviews. And we are going to start off with one of my absolute favorites, Rick Riordan's Red Pyramid. So just really quick before we start, I know you guys probably noticed that we changed the setup and I am interested to know what you guys think about it. If you have any questions or any suggestions, just leave it down in the comments. So, during this story, we follow a pair of estranged siblings, Carter and Sadie Kane, who are the son and daughter of Dr. Julius Kane, a well-known Egyptologist. One day, Carter, Sadie, and their father go to the British Museum to check out the Rosetta Stone. Unbeknownst to Carter and Sadie at the time, their father is a part of this ancient order of magicians called the Per Ankh, or the House of Life. So while Carter and Sadie and their dad are at the British Museum, their dad does this magic ritual on the Rosetta Stone, which actually releases 5 of the most important Egyptian gods. 2 of the gods end up choosing Carter and Sadie as their hosts. Carter ends up with the god Horus, and Sadie ends up with the goddess Isis. Their father also becomes the host for the god Osiris. So the Rosetta Stone actually also contains the god of chaos, Set, who is very, very bad news for the world, because, well, he's a god of chaos. So after he's free, he starts his whole plan to create the Red Pyramid, and to form this giant chaos storm to just wipe out all life on North. So because of all this, it draws the attention of that group I mentioned, the House of Life, which automatically, because they do not want anyone to be able to host a god, starts hunting Carter and Sadie. Carter and Sadie are then forced to go on the run from both the House of Life and all of Set's forces. Their main mission is to stop Set from releasing the Chaos Storm into the world, as well as rescue their father, who is actually trapped inside the Red Pyramid. Along the way, Carter and Sadie have to control their inherent powers, because they are blood of the pharaohs. They are really, really good at magic. They also have to learn to control the powers of the gods they are hosting, because if they don't, they could burn up and die. Before they are about to defeat Set, a larger threat named Apophis shows himself, and that's really the overarching villain for most of the series. So, the one real con that I really started to bother me while I was rereading the book is Carter. So, I'm going to preface this because I personally do really like Carter, but my main problem with Carter is that he doesn't quite develop as much as Sadie does over the book. Carter does have a bunch of important moments throughout the book for character development wise, but a large chunk of the more important bits are told by Sadie, and I think it kinda does sideline Carter just a bit. A lot of Carter's more important moments throughout the book come while he's talking to Horus as he's learning to become more confident. But those moments aren't as prevalent as they really needed to be to make Carter a better rounded character. So Carter's most important moment in the first book, to me at least, is when he confronts the Set animal, because he realizes that this is his fault and it's up to him to make this right, which is contrasted with Sadie's really 2 big moments. The one in Memphis where she finally learns to control Isis's power, and also the second one with Anubis where she has to really come to terms with what succeeding might mean. So, the first pro is actually Carter and Sadie together. As you're reading through the story, you really get the feeling that they are a real brother and sister combo. They bicker constantly throughout the entire book. And this is what one of the strengths of this book is. Because it's told as a recording, it allows Rick Riordan to interject funny little asides that really do humanize Carter and Sadie as you move further into the book. The second thing I love about this book is how well Rick Riordan uses the mythology. Just like in Percy Jackson, he never lets the character development get overshadowed by the mythology. He uses the mythology to help the character development. The second thing he carries over from the Percy Jackson series really well is that he keeps the mythology easy to understand. Even if you don't know a ton of mythology before reading any of this, the book keeps it simple enough that it's easy to follow and you won't get too lost. Final thoughts on the book. Great story, great continuation to the Riordanverse that continues what everyone loves about the Percy Jackson series. My one and only real complaint is that Riordan definitely underuses Carter a little bit. So, final ranking in the book, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Okay guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this video convinced you to either reread Red Pyramid or read it for the first time. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, in the comments, if you guys have any suggestions for my setup, just put them in the comments. This video is going to be Kane Chronicles Book 2, Throne of Fire. Finally, in the comments on any of my videos, if you guys have book recommendations you want me to read and cover on the channel in the future, just put them in the comments. I'm always looking for something good to read. So follow me on social media if you want to see more of my process and get any new information about the videos that I'm working on.